Thank you. Morning, church. I should have some volunteers somewhere. If they could assemble while I just introduce. So for the last 7 weeks at the Hope Centre, we have been doing the Bible course. The course has been constructed by the Bible Society, and it's been a tremendous time of learning for all of us. And I've got some volunteers this morning to come and share. We were meeting on a Tuesday evening, and one Tuesday evening we went into the Hope Centre, and somebody had written on the board Bible spelt out in what the letters mean, Bible, and it read basic information before leaving Earth, and I thought that was really good. So I'm going to, this is completely unrehearsed, so I'm going to ask our friends here to share a little about what they've experienced during the last 7 weeks, and our last meeting will be this Tuesday.
Morning, church. For those who don't know me, I'm Bernie. Whoa, what a course. I went into the Bible course thinking it might teach me something, I might be able to put something together, but wow, did it change everything. That the perspective was all there. It blew me away, really, because it put everything, all of these books within the Bible, it put them all in place, and you can follow the story completely. It just brought new life to the Bible for me, and yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. And I'll say this to everyone here: if you get the opportunity to go on the next course, go, because it will change everything you think about the Bible. It will change everything that you've learned. You will understand it better, and you will understand it more. So go along. We've got great tutors in there, so thank you to Mark and to Barnabas. Yeah, I can't see him this morning, but yeah, but absolutely fantastic. For those of you who don't know what Barnabas is, it's James. He was absolutely great. Thanks very much.
Morning. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Danielle, and I'm fairly new to Hope Church. I only started coming in December. So I found that the Bible course was really invaluable to me. It was something that helped me read the Bible and understand it in more context. And besides it giving me a firm foundation to read the Bible itself, it also gave me foundation and roots within the community of Hope Church itself. The conversations and discussions that we had surrounding the Word was an experience I think will really help me build my relationship with God, listening to the wisdom from others that are conversations I perhaps wouldn't have had the opportunity to have this early within my journey with Christ. And yeah, just building on what Bernie said, the opportunity to do it is something I would fully recommend. And if you've already done it, I would even look at going again. I think it's one of those courses that are so packed full of information that you will take what resonates at the time and perhaps leave parts behind. So every time you go, you're going to find something even more valuable than the first time that you went. So yeah, thank you to Mark and Jane.
Hi everybody, I'm Mike, and I must confess that I've not really read much of the Bible. At times I've tried to read a Bible in a year or various messages and not got very far through it. So this was a chance for me to put everything into context, as Melanie says. And I haven't cleared this with Mark. And my testimony could be quite long. So this is the abridged version, otherwise I'll be here for half an hour or so. But I'm going to focus on one specific point that we did, which was on week 6, which was the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, around Beatitudes. And in our discussion time, we were looking at Matthew 5:3, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And in our group, we were sort of looking at that and saying, well, what does it mean if you're poor in spirit? Because surely if you're a spiritual person and you're full of the Spirit, then you've got the kingdom of heaven. So if you're low in spirit, then how does that work? It seems counter-intuitive. So we were looking at different versions of the Bible, and I looked up the Message version, which said, "You're blessed when you're at the end of your rope. With less of you, there is more of God and his rule." So this was Tuesday evening, and as if I needed a real-world demonstration, Thursday morning at 6:30 a.m. when I got up to go to work, I received a message from my tenant telling me that the ceiling had caved in. And for several months I've been chasing a roofer because there'd been a small leak coming in, and I couldn't get anybody to quote, couldn't get anybody to come in. This person was somebody that I knew of in the past, and I won't go into detail about that. But eventually he came back to me after I said I was desperate. He said that he could kind of fit me in, but between work, but it'd be off book, no VAT, and there wouldn't be any warranty, but he could do it for me for a sort of knockdown rate. And I was mindful of Damien's sermon a week or so before about not cutting corners in business and doing the right thing, doing it God's way and getting God's results. So we were quite worried about this during Thursday. Neither of us could sleep, up all night praying. Francis put something on Checker Trade at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and by 7 o'clock in the morning we had a response back from another roofer who said that he could come and quote. Anyway, so by the end of so he could go there that day, Friday. He went there, he came back, he quoted by the end of the evening. It was roughly the same price, but it was including warranty, so this was good. Lots of twists and turns to this story in terms of he provided, we asked for it all to be written down, he provided an invoice that said pay on receipt. It wasn't a quotation. It didn't say anything about warranty. Had a few phone calls with him. This all went back and forth over a few days, so we were really quite anxious, not sleeping well, trying to trust in God. At one point I was running on a treadmill. For those who know me, I don't often run on a treadmill. So I was running on a treadmill, I was praising the Lord, and about 20 minutes in, the treadmill broke and just came to a stop. So we were praying through this. Eventually, they had turned up, although they turned up late. And then on the Wednesday, they had said that they'd found a lot more work they needed to be doing, and the price was effectively doubled. So at this point, we're really quite anxious, praying for protection, praying for wise judgment, and that this was God's plan, and not some cowboys. Went to home group on Wednesday night. We were praying there. Then I got a phone call from my brother-in-law, who's also done some building and roofing. He volunteered to come with me on the Thursday to check it all out. We did that. He said it was a sound job. And long story short, at the end of the week, that is now complete. So through the storm, trust in Lord. So thank you.
Well, it's just to say that we've had an exciting journey through the Bible since we started 7 weeks ago. And if you're not sure of how the Bible fits together as a book, because it's more than just one book, it's a selection of books, I would recommend the Bible course to you. I'm sure it will happen again. I've just got to talk to the boss about what's going to happen and when. No, you. But I have invented a new word for those who come on the course. I'm now calling them Bible ears. It's Bible ears. As opposed to Buccaneers, they're Bible ears. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to our testimony this morning about what we've learnt and discovered, and just ask that for those of you who are thinking about it, watch this space.
Thank you, Mark.